Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor for me to participate at the third International Conference on Sustainable Agriculture. My name is Rudiati Evimasito from Department of Agricultural and Biosystem Engineering, Faculty of Agricultural Technology, Universitas Gadjah Mada. I'm going to present my paper, Non-Destructive Determination of SSC and pH of banana using a modular Vissner spectroscopy, comparison of partial square and principal component regression. Let me begin with the introduction. Banana is widely consumed because its nutrition and taste. The taste of banana is due to the combination of sour and sweet determined from its acidity. During maturation, SSC of banana increases. SSC is also used as maturity index. Therefore, pH and SSC are important parameters used to determine quality of banana. Usually, acidity or pH is determined using pH meter, acid meter, or titration, while SSC is measured using refractometer. Both methods are easy but require sample preparation and impractical for routine analysis and large samples. With the development of spectroscopy technology, fruit qualities including SSC and pH are determined using FIS, NIR, and mid-infrared spectroscopy. By integrating spectroscopy and chemometrics methods such as PCA, PLS, or PCR, they provide non-destructive, fast, and accurate quality evaluation. Although NIR and IR spectrometer exist, but the initial investments are high. Spectrometer working in the visible and short-wave near-infrared at 350 to 1000 nanometer is also available. There are several advantages of FIS NIR spectrometer. Since water is the largest component in fruits, water spectrum will dominate the spectra, which affects in developing model for quantity and quality evaluation. Weak absorption of water molecules in FIS NIR wavelength give advantage for detection of low concentration such as acidity. Currently, price of spectrometer has declined, especially for modular type working in the range of 350 to 1000 nanometer. Thus, it can be potential for determining quality parameters of fruit implemented for small farmers. Therefore, this research aimed at evaluating the potential of a low-cost FIS NIR spectrometer for pH and SSC determination by applying PCR and PLS regression to obtain the most accurate prediction. Banana used in this research were purchased from a local market in Kaliurang, Indonesia. The total samples were 200 fruits, consisted of green and yellow color of banana. After clean and stored at room temperatures, banana were scanned for spectra acquisition and reflectance mode using FIS NIR miniature spectrometer with tungsten halogen light and reflection probe. After reflectance acquisition, SSC and pH of banana were measured using refractometer and pH meter. Spectra of banana in reflectance mode were converted into Excel file, then imported to unscrambled software for preprocessing and analysis. Several preprocessing methods were applied, such as Savitsky-Golay smoothing, unit normalization, baseline correction, MSC, and SNV. PCA was used to reduce dimension for clustering the data, while PLS and PCR were used to predict SSC and pH content of banana. Of 200 spectra, 120 and 80 spectra were used for calibration and prediction datasets. Now I'm going to discuss about result and discussion. The range of SSC for banana used in this research were 5.5 to 28.4, while pH quite narrow from 4.6 to 5.6. The reflectance spectra of several banana based on SSC and pH content show similar trend. Of 350 to 1000 nanometers wavelength, only wavelength at 450 to 950 nanometer were used for analysis, since the spectra below 450 and above 950 nanometer were very noisy. In general, there were an increase in reflectance values at 500 to 550 nanometers, which are then followed by the decrease to 675 nanometers. However, the decrease is distinct for banana with low SSC and pH. Above 700 nanometers, relatively flat reflectance is noticeable. A reflectance at 550 and 670 nanometer correlated to carotenoid and chlorophyll, while at 760 to 950 related to water. Since spectroscopy data contain large variables, PCA can be used to reduce dimensions which closely related to samples. By using PC1, bananas can be classified based on SSC classes, by which banana having high SSC are located at negative axis of PC1, while banana having low SSC are located at positive axis. Moreover, PC2 is able to differentiate banana based on pH, by which banana with high pH are located at negative axis of PC2 and low pH are located at positive axis of PC2. Banana during ripening experience decrease in chlorophyll and increase in SSC. Therefore, there are opposite relationship between chlorophyll and SSC. From a figure of loadings, we can see a peak at 670 nanometer from PC1, which was an absorption band of chlorophyll. From figure of PC score of SSC, PC1 separated low SSC from high SSC. PC1 loading value show high reflectance at 670 nanometer, which means low absorption of chlorophyll belongs to banana with low FSC. Therefore, the low absorption band of chlorophyll at 670 nanometer can be indirectly correlated to SSC content. pH usually expressed to acidity of fruits. Pigments significantly influence the absorbance variation in visible region. The relationship between pH and pigments can be used to develop calibration model of the pH content. Other research reported that the pH of peel and pulp of banana were higher for unripe compared to ripe banana due to high production of malic acid during ripening. Therefore, during ripening, the trend of pH is opposite with SSC. A reflectance at 550 showed at PC2 loading referred to absorbance of carotenoid in banana. In this study, banana with low pH are green, while those with high pH are yellow. It can be observed that by using PC2, low pH banana are located on the positive axis, while bananas with high pH are located at negative axis. Thus, the band at 550 nanometer of carotenoid can be used to differentiate banana based on the pH value. The table shows the calibration and validation result of PCR and PLS regression. By applying pre-processing methods to original spectra, doesn't significantly increase the PLS performance for SSC. In fact, applying SNV and MSC resulted in lower performance. On the other hand, by applying pre-processing methods, increase the PLS performance for pH except for MSC method. The best PLS model for SSC is obtained by applying baseline and for pH by applying unit vector normalization. Unlike PLS regression, studies conducted for qualitative and quantitative analysis using PCR are limited. In this study, PCR methods resulted in lower performance for SSC and pH determination compared to PLS regression. The best PCR model are obtained by applying unit vector normalization and MSC pre-processing method to original spectra. Although the coefficient of determination from PCR were not high, less than 0.8, they are usable for screening and approximate application. New data sets which were not included in developing calibration model were used for predicting SSC and pH content of banana. PLS regression resulted in coefficient of determination of 0.79 to 0.85 for SSC and 0.81 to 0.84 for pH by using several pre-processing methods. PCR resulted in coefficient of determination of 0.68 to 0.76 for SSC and 0.5 to 0.62 for pH. In addition, relatively low bias obtained from PCR and PLS regression for both SSC and pH. Those results show that PCR is more consistent in predicting SSC and pH compared to PLS regression in terms of the difference between calibration and prediction result. In conclusion, we have two important findings. The first one is PLS regression models resulted in better performance based on coefficient of determination and root mean square error for calibration, validation, and prediction compared to PCR model. The second is the Fish NIR spectrometer using PLS regression is a potential method for measurement of SSC and pH of banana. Thank you very much for your attention.